Authentication and request envelopes. Here are the 4 headers that matter. Get one header wrong on a Claude API call, and the failure you see depends entirely on which one you missed, and most of those failures look nothing like a missing header. This is the envelope every request travels in, no SDK required, and knowing it cold is what separates reading an error message from actually understanding it. Here's the whole envelope. 2 ways in: an XAPI key header with your long-lived console key, or an authorization bearer token from Workload Identity Federation. Pick one. Content type and anthropic-version are always required, no exceptions. Anthropic beta is conditional, only when you're opting into something pre-GA. And every response hands you 3 headers back: request ID, your org ID, and your remaining rate limit headroom, all 3 worth logging on every single call. Version pins the response schema, not which model you get. Anthropic can add new content block types or new stop reasons without a version bump, and pinning the version is what guarantees those additions arrive as unknown fields your parser can ignore, not as a breaking change. Beta is a completely different lever. It ups you into surface that hasn't gone generally available yet, and it's comma separated if you need more than one. Skip anthropic version and the request just fails. It's the single most common hand-rolled client bug, because every SDK sends it for you and hides that it's even there. An API key is the simple path, long-lived, sits in an environment variable, and now it comes with a chosen expiration you set yourself, so a key that worked last quarter and fails today may just be expired. Workload Identity Federation is the other option. Your workload proves its identity to its own cloud provider, trades that for a short-lived Anthropic token, and nothing long-lived ever sits at rest. Either way, that key belongs to exactly one workspace, and a workspace is doing 5 jobs at once: spend limits, rate limits, prompt cache isolation, batch visibility, file storage. Give staging its own workspace, or it starts evicting production's prompt cache and eating its token per minute budget. The codes aren't random, each one names exactly what went wrong. 400 means the shape of your request is bad, or you passed a parameter that model doesn't support. For 01 means the key itself is the problem, malformed, revoked, or expired. For 29 is rate limiting, and it's got 2 distinct causes: your tier's stated ceiling, or a subtler acceleration limit that trips on a sharp traffic spike even when you're under that ceiling. On the server side, 500 is Anthropic's fault, retry with backoff. 529 means the whole platform is overloaded. For an acceleration limit, the fix is ramping gradually, not asking for a higher limit. For more traps. 1. A beta namespace and a beta header are different things. Client.beta is a namespace in the SDKs, and betas equals a list is the header. File operation set that header for you, but the messages call that references the file still has to pass it itself. 2. The SDKs already retry. Connection errors, for 29s, and 5xx retry twice by default with backoff, so wrapping your own retry loop without lowering max retries just gives you a thundering herd. 3. Catch typed exceptions, never error strings. A for 04 is a typed not found error in every SDK, and string matching the message breaks the moment wording changes. And on Claude Platform on AWS, there are 2 request IDs, log both. So, 3 headers are always required. 1 is conditional, and the error code tells you exactly where to look. Get the envelope right and most 400s and 401 stop being mysteries. Next up is what actually rides inside that envelope: roles, content blocks, and why every call has to resend the whole conversation. If clear, sensible thinking is what you are after, subscribing is the most direct way to get the next one. See you in the next video.